mercy stopped at 5 in the morning. Calm the spreads before the storming. Biting my nails at emergency exits. Tell me where is tomorrow? The day has come. The night won't let us see the sun. The rain will last till the next millennium. I hate to say both are here to stay in this world we share. Still it's not hard in the slightest. You can't ever sleep and you're tripping like this. I'm not one to criticize it, even if I care. Play alone in your fantasy. I sing to show the things that you're imagining. What do you say? The maze is twisting, ever twisting, till you climb to see what you're missing. Sound of a bill from a tiny adventurer signals a new beginning. Are you sure that you're not shaking? Such uncertain roads you're taking. Every step that you're taking is changing you. Where is tomorrow? The day has come. Some of them will never really get it. Some of them will say they do, but they're pretending. I hate to say, both are here to stay in this world we share. The world is not very heaven sent. The world is not in hell just yet. Existing in between a silver lining there. The cards will show what tomorrow brings. The wind will blow. The future it is carrying. What will it be? The maze is twisting, ever twisting, till you climb to see what you're missing. Sound of a bill from the tiny adventurer signals a new beginning. Are you sure that you're not shaking? Such uncertain roads you're taking. Every step that you're taking is changing you. Where is tomorrow? The day has come. You know you want to keep on believing, but your open eyes have been seeing as you cower along before the dawn. All your darkest nightmares have been coming true. So cry on, cry on. Real survivors, strength on dying, stabbing backs and always lying. Those who survive till the end are the winners. Fairness is but an illusion. Secret hunter creeping toward you. Bird with whispers tries to warn you. Sword burning claws on emergency exits. Tell me where is tomorrow? The day has come.
When a humble bard graced a ride along with Geralt of Rivia, along came this song. From when the White Wolf fought a silver-tongued devil, his army of elves at his hooves did they revel. They came after me with masterful deceit, broke down my loot and they kicked in my teeth, while the devil's horns minced our tender meat. So cried the witcher, he can't be pleased. Toss a coin to your witcher, or valley of plenty. mighty horde that bashes and breaks you and brings you to the morn. He thrust every elf far back on the shelves, high up on the mountain from whence it came. He wiped out your past, got kicked in his chest. He's a friend of humanity, so get him the...
What do you mean the fuck? I was actually doing this a couple of weeks ago. Coming on late at night to see what kind of engagement I'd get on just chatting rather than gaming. Hi Cam. Hello Retro 15 Alpha. That's Army, I don't know what though. At least I think so. Let me pause that. How is everyone tonight? I'm just kind of messing around. Don't know how long I'll be. Half an hour, hour, depending on what kind of engagement I get. It's Friday night, Saturday morning, so let me fix something real quick, because I say I'm playing something I'm not. There we go. I updated it because it says I'm playing Skyrim. I'm not playing Skyrim tonight. I'm just sitting here chatting. To anybody that wants to come say hi. And the thing is I get a couple of people in, and then I'll get some people in Kick, and Kick is not cooperating right now. So, yay me. I'm assuming, Cam, you're up because you're getting ready for work, or, well, you're just up. How is everyone tonight? Yes, you see yourself in the camera on the screen. Rosie, go lay down. Rosie, go lay down. It's okay, baby. Anyway, yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and chat for a bit. And if I get engagement, fucking great. If not, I don't know, probably just like an hour, half an hour. how is everyone tonight? Anybody new here? Just kind of hanging out right now. How are we doing? I'm here if anybody's like at work and wants to chit chat, wants to do something in the background. That's all it is. I remember working overnights when I did security when I was 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, and sitting in a guard shack or in my truck or whatever, listening to the radio and the overnight radio talk shows or what have you. And it's a dying art now. I don't think they even do a lot of that anymore. And you know, I learned to kind of do some of this stuff sometimes. So at one point, maybe I can get a job at a radio station if somebody catches me. You know? I have the equipment, kind of. But I mean, if I had to drive to Phoenix or whatever, I could do that too. Watch somebody see me from 99X and be like, hey, we want you to come work for us. Hey, I live on the other side of the country, but I have a reference. A buddy of mine works for 99X in Atlanta. That'd be hilarious. What do you mean? Carter, your weekend dude? Yeah, it's a friend of mine. He taught me. Oh, no wonder. Yeah. That'd be cool, though. I would love to get a job like that. Either weekend fill-in, weekends and fill-ins, or what have you. Plus the just the idle chatter, because I want to do a podcast that's going to start one way but evolve into whatever it evolves into. Sorry, I got a screen here with my YouTube up. Here's my Twitch. Like I said, Kick is being a pain in the butt, not letting me log in, because it's like, yes, send us, we're going to send you this number, which they don't send, so I can't log in. I can log in on my, well, yeah, I guess I got to log in on my, no, I don't think I can even log in on my phone because it's a new frickin' phone. Yeah, it won't even let me log in on my phone. It's going to say the same thing. We sent you a 6-digit verification code, which is probably to my email, which I don't even have access to right now because finances, business email. And if I did, they never fucking send it. I never get it. I can't find it. And I really want to be supportive of Kick and be supported by, but I mean, how can I if they can't help me? Yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, we'd like to hire you for a job. Okay, I don't live in Atlanta. You want to move here? I have a house there. I moved from there last year. Oh, I mean, if you'll let me work from home, I can do it. I've got it set up. You know? And it's not the one you see on my stream. Well, we have to teach you how to do this. Oh, I got a guy that can do that. What do you mean? My buddy Carter works for y'all. He can teach me online. Sorry, I'm just, like I said, chatting and trying to fill the dead space. So, love to get a TikTok stream key so I could do that there too. Because hell, I have more followers on TikTok than I do anywhere else, which is weird. But that's not even a thing because most of those, at least on my main account, have gone elsewhere, stopped using it, what have you. At least as far as I know. They may still have active accounts, but it is what it is. And I may go live on there after the fact. Hi, Ivy. I was hoping you'd be up, but I figured you might be in bed, so I didn't want to disturb you. How are you tonight? I was going to look into after, because depending on how long or how active or the engagement, like now, it was going to dictate how long I'm going to be on here. It was going to be like 30 minutes to an hour. Well, I knew that, but I mean, it's 4 o'clock almost for you. So I didn't want to assume anything. And feel free, if you want to join, let me know and we can Discord it. Where's hubby? He should be home by now. Sorry. Hi. Yeah, I figured I wasn't sure if because it's Friday, he might go to bed early so he can get up earlier with you tomorrow or whatever. So I didn't want to disturb him either. I'm trying to be, but I was starting to look into your issue. I'm gonna be looking into it more away from what they're telling us, so we can get your shit fixed. Because I'm sure there's somewhere online that somebody said, yeah, this happened to me. Here's how you fix it. So I was starting to Google it on my walk tonight. I don't know. I said maybe. At least I think I said maybe. It was an assumption. I mean, to be honest, if it was me, I wouldn't either. But my girlfriend doesn't like to get up early either. Hi, Zestful. We were just talking about you, bud. How you doing, bub? I was asking where you were, and she said you were changing. And I was like, I didn't know if you went to bed early on Friday so you'd get up earlier with her on weekends, and she laughed. That's fair. That is fair. Oh, okay. So you were here the whole time. I see you sitting there lurking in the shadows and shit. Just messing with you. Turn that chair in case she decides to get back, because she already saw herself and now she's hiding. Here she comes. Hi, baby. Hey, Rosie. Who's trying to trip you? Nope, see? There she goes. Look. It's like, I don't know what to do here. Now she's gonna go lay down under here, under my desk. Hi, baby. I know. They say you're a pretty puppy. She is like that golden tan and white. She doesn't like treats. That's the thing. Like, I've tried almost everything, and she just doesn't care for them. She's a fucking picky eater. Like, almost as bad as Jack. Almost. Oh. Like, if I was going to give her a treat, it'd have to be like a piece of steak. And well, I don't have the budget for that right now. Like I used to keep bacon strips and pepperoni and cheese with all of it. Milk bones, she just goes and hides it somewhere. The chew toys she doesn't mess with. Oh, excuse me. Um, Golden reward sticks and blue buffalo roasters. Send me those on Discord. I'll look into them. Maybe she'll like them. Because I would love to find a treat she does like. Now the cat goes effing crazy for catnip. Like it's freaking cocaine. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to general. Nope, not general chat. Because this is streaming. So let's go to streaming chat. There we go. Hello, hello, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, hold on just a second. This is gonna drive me batshit.
Let's.
Hearing myself on your stream drives me up the nuts.
But you can't hear yourself.
Yes,
Okay.
I want the echo.
Well, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure we're coming through so other people could hear you.
Right. I just have to turn the volume down
That's fine.
on the stream to like 5%, so like I can't hear it.
That's fine. I was just making sure you could be heard by anybody else.
I think so.
Yeah.
What more? Okay to join the party? No.
What's up? Huh? What? Who?
It's called me not cleaning up after myself. You know this. This fool walked into the office and he's like, "Do you mind if I join you?" And I'm like, "No, you can't." And then he's looking because my desk is always a mess. You know this. It's always a clusterfuck, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had gumbo for dinner, and the bowl was still sitting on my desk,
Mm-hmm.
and it drives him nuts. So he went and picked it up and took it out to the kitchen.
I don't see like the only time I eat in here is like when I was working. That's my house rule right now is if you're gonna eat, you have to eat in the kitchen, or at least in the living room because I don't have a dining room table, but I do have a folding table in the living room. My workout shit's in the dining room, which is right there. If you go, what's that?
It is not. It's organized chaos. I know where everything's at. It's in the little bag somewhere.
We don't need talking about little bags on stream. People might assume stuff.
It's a little deck skeleton. It looks like a backpack.
You just mentioned little bag. It's in the little bag, and people are going to go like, "What's in a little bag? Is it white and powdery? Is it green and leafy? Or?"
No, it's a plastic inhaler.
It was a joke.
I know.
A bad one, but a joke.
It was a good one. Let's see. So just make sure I can't hear myself on your phone. Okay, because that drives me absolutely nuts shit.
I was sitting there saying, I don't know if you heard me, because why I'm doing this, just to pass time and see what happens, get some engagement. It would be funny if somebody from 99X would reach out to me because they heard me and saw me and were like, "Hey, we'd like to offer you a job." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I used to live in Atlanta. I don't anymore." Because 99X is a radio station, the alternative rock station in Atlanta. And my voice coach works for them already. He's their weekend guy. But it'd be funny, "Hey, we'd like to offer you a job. Can I work from home?" No, well, I live in the Phoenix area. Oh. Well, you have to be here for us to teach you how to do this shit. I got somebody that can do that. What do you mean? Carter? Yeah, that's a friend of mine. I've actually been in the studio with him one time before, because the weekend people record all their stuff early. They're not actually there live when they do their shit. The weekend night people. So me and him, he took me in there one time. Right at a year ago, actually. It was just over a year ago. We went there,
Oh, yeah, no, that never.
and
They never.
I got to see a guitar signed by Lita Ford that they had in the lobby and the entrance. If anybody know whose that is.
No, not off the top of my head.
Oh my god. Like one person Ozzy Osbourne has done a duet with.
Wait, who?
Ozzy Osbourne.
No, who do you do the duet with?
Lita Ford.
I recognize that now.
She was big back in the 80s and 90s. The song was called Close My Eyes Forever.
Yeah.
But she had other songs that were hits on her own, like Kiss Me Deadly and some others. But that was the one that everybody knows because it was with Ozzy, even though it was on her album. But yeah, they had a BC Rich guitar like the one I used to have behind a glass case, signed by her, and some other stuff, which was kind of cool. And then down the hall, because Cumulus is a big company, they own several stations, and like literally 2 studios down was the studio for a company, or one called The Burt Show, which started in Atlanta but got syndicated years ago. I used to listen to them when I was a truck driver and such, and Ginger used to listen to them a lot too. I don't know if she still does, but pretty much everybody's changed except Bert since then. Like when I listened to them, there was 4 people: Bert, 2 females, and one of the producers. And one of the females was the wife of the guitarist from Eagle Eye Cherry.
I told him yesterday on his stream that I did a thing, and he said, "What did you do?" And I said, "I'm not telling you."
And I was trying not to think about it, and now you're making me think about it. I see how it is.
Yeah, well, I almost spilled. I want to ask her if she talked to you yet about it.
Oh, and so you almost spilled the beans on it. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, he almost did.
I'm real close.
I'm just
Yeah,
picking.
he wanted to go into the whole story and everything, and he can't do that because I'm not done with it yet.
I was just picking.
But he did it. He wanted a project to do. Not giving anything away. Because he's also going to do something for me next week.
You're gonna end up giving it away. You are.
And then,
Oh, speaking of which, remember that you were talking about potentially guys, the job and everything, whatever. A coworker of mine is getting headhunted by a lot of bigwig areas.
yeah.
So, and he's comfortable where he's at. And so what he's gonna do, he's gonna email these people, basically saying, "Thanks for the interview, but your company sucks. I'm doing a different route."
Yeah.
So, and when I say he's doing this to 100 different companies.
What does he do?
He'll do it all at once. I don't know, he had this wild hair up his ass. He's like, "I'm gonna do this."
That's stupid. Oh, well, he's not. He's smart, but he's not smart.
He's smart but no common sense type.
Well,
No, he's got common sense and everything like that, but
He's the kind of guy that walks around the work and telling dad jokes.
Gotcha.
but it's not that. It's some of the decisions that he's made are just kind of make you go, And when I say that, I mean like personal shit.
Okay, you're
not-
describing me.
Yeah,
Okay then.
yeah, pretty much.
At least I could call myself out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. And
I'm
you got,
not afraid to tell you you're an idiot.
I know.
You're not afraid to tell anybody you're fucking idiot. What are you talking about?
I don't know that I would tell Cloyd that he's an idiot, but
Yeah, 12 years ago, he worked out how to make a more efficient nuclear plant.
Okay.
And I looked at him, what? I'm like, why the fuck are you at this piece of shit company? Like, what are you doing? You just comfortable where he's at?
Is he an engineer, I'm assuming?
Yeah, he's pretty much a jack of all trades. He's pretty good at all of them.
Oh,
Yeah, he's basically like an engineer.
I gotcha.
Oh, I found out. So my little brother's eldest child,
Yeah.
and my little brother, he's got 4 boys and 1 girl. So his oldest boy just graduated high school last month, and he is now doing an engineering program over at the nearest It's a Navy base over in Virginia, near to wherever the fuck they live.
Okay, so probably Roanoke or
I think. Well,
no, it's not Roanoke. Shit, I can't. I've been there. I can't remember.
he's not at VA Beach.
No, there's another. Is it Roanoke?
I think you're right on Roanoke.
Because I've
I
been
don't
there.
know. I didn't ask him which base it was, but anyways, he's doing this engineering summer internship, and he's one of the youngest ones there.
Damn.
Most of the people doing the internship are like in college.
Yeah. How old is he?
18. Just finished high school. Anyways, he
Norfolk. Norfolk.
Ah, yeah.
Norfolk.
Yeah, that's probably the Navy base.
And that's it. VA Beach.
No, Norfolk is in Norfolk,
Yeah.
Norfolk, Virginia.
I don't know.
I
For
remember that. I remember that.
I thought he was stationed there that he was at. Maybe he was at VA Beach and Norfolk.
Because there's VA Beach, Norfolk, Naval Air Station, Oceana.
Maybe he was stationed at both places.
Little Creek.
I know he was stationed. He did his Navy boot or whatever at SPI, and then I know he was stationed in Virginia twice, and he was stationed at Whiting Field twice.
Yeah, because the shipyard is in Norfolk, so that would probably make sense for any kind of engineering program.
Yeah. My little brother though wasn't. Yes, he went out on. He did his tours on a ship, but he's was a helo pilot.
Gotcha.
He flew the MH-60S transport helo.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other night. And well,
Yep.
you brought it back up because the Semper Paratus was a C-130 pilot.
Right, I remember because I had to look it up to see what it was. Now he switched to fixed wing, and he's flying for American.
Oh, American Airline?
Uh-huh.
When was this?
He's doing it now.
Because that's it. When I used to fly out here, I flew American.
He just started within the last year, I think.
Oh, okay.
He
But-
did regular Navy for like 15-ish years.
A lot of
then-
pilots will go from, if they're naval pilots, will leave and go to the big transport chains like American or Delta or anything like that.
Well, because he was a helo pilot, he had to get his hours in on fixed wing. So he started regular Navy, then he went to SARS, SARS. Then he did Border Patrol, or maybe switch those two around because I can't keep it all straight.
Yeah.
I know he also worked for the FBI as a helo pilot. Then he switched to fixed wing, and he did private charters,
I gotcha.
and now he's at American.
Okay. See, I'd love. That's what I was telling Paratus was. I would love to get my. I've always wanted to get my pilot's license, but either one of them cost upwards of $100,000 now. About 5 or 10 years ago, it wasn't that much. It was like maybe 15 to 20 grand per license, and most of that was fuel cost.
Right.
But now it's gone up just because of cost of living and fuel cost and all that shit. It's gone up so much. Because yet again, most of it is still fuel cost, because most classes are, I mean, they can do large classes, but you still, when it comes to getting your flight hours in, it's all individual.
Right.
So most of the time it's private class, because not many people do it, especially because most people get their pilot's licenses in the service and such. So what is
Yeah.
it, Rosie? What are you doing? She's over standing behind the TV because it's on a table, just whimpering.
I don't know.
Kiddo. Hey, kiddo. Will you come get Rosie? She's trying to climb up on the... Now she's trying to hide. That's fine. She's back under the desk instead of trying to get on top of it. But yeah, I mean, because I would love to have gotten a pilot's license. I don't like being in anything I don't know how to control. I don't mind flying. I know enough to keep it in the air. It's the hardest part with flying is takeoff and landing.
Yep.
Helicopters, rotary wings are a whole different matter, because
Oh, fuck yeah.
it's not just the stick. The pedals in there is what makes you turn left or right. So if you push down on the right pedal, you turn left, I think it is, or vice versa, because that's what controls the rear rudder and makes you turn left or right. And that figuring out how to keep that straight and all that's where it becomes really complicated.
Oh, I know. I crashed the simulator several times.
Oh, fun.
When Dad and I went to Florida way back in the day when he graduated flight school at Whiting. And so, he did the whole tour of the base and stuff like that. And one of the things I remember is getting to use the flight simulator for helos. Yet I crashed that fucker.
See, like my dad, my dad in the Army, when he was in Vietnam, was with engineers. He was a comm guy. When he went to the National Guard, he was a rotary wing mechanic, a helicopter mechanic. And his reserve unit was in Mobile, Alabama, so he loved helicopters. And I don't mind flying. When I was younger, I didn't want to, but once I finally flew in an airplane after my stepfather passed away, I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I got on a helo for the first time during some training exercises, I fell in love. Like, I always sat at the back, and they never fully close the hatch. They raise the ramp, but they leave the rear hatch up most of the time, because the whole premise is they set down, drop that rear ramp, and you get the fuck out and go so they can take back off because they're a sitting target. But just watching the ground and the trees go by when they're doing those treetop runs where they just stay low and just fly across the treetops is just so much fun. So I would almost kill to get in a Cobra for half an hour and let somebody just fly me like that, I'd probably get sick because those things are so much faster and turn so much sharper than the 46s and the 53s I'm used to. Because those are troop carriers, they're huge.
So pretty much every one of my family has gone on a ride with my little brother piloting, except for me.
I wanted to so bad.
And I won't do it because I have a psychological fear of flying.
I thought I did until I tried it. Like I said, go ahead.
I've been.
Oh, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying I thought I did until I tried it.
And I know I do because I tried it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I still nervous when doing it because I don't, like I said, I don't like being in things I can't control, or I don't have to be the one in control, but having the knowledge and capability of it in case something happens. There we go.
Right.
Like most.
Yeah, mine's not even that so much. It's the circumstances of my first two ever airplane rides, flights, was just so fucked up. It fucked me up.
Yeah, see, my first one, like I said, was when I flew back to Paris Island after my stepfather's funeral right before 2 days before 9/11. Because he died September 1st, and his funeral was, shit, I don't remember, Wednesday and Thursday, and I flew back Friday, if I'm not mistaken, or Saturday, and 9/11 was like Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, that was.
My trips were in the mid '80s.
What's that?
Both of my trips were in the mid '80s.
Well, I mean, my next flight after that was flying out to Cali because I got stationed out there. I was supposed to, me and a guy that I was graduated SOI with were supposed to drive out together because he had a truck and we were just going to drive, and he canceled on me literally at the last minute. Because you get more time, you get like 7 extra days if you're driving. You get 2 weeks leave, and you get like another week, essentially, if you're driving. And he canceled on me like the day before we were supposed to leave, and I'm like, you motherfucker. So he had to get a last minute ticket for me to fly out there.
Gotcha.
Then I drove home for Christmas, drove back out there. That's when we deployed the first time, and then I came back, flew home, bought my truck, and drove back. And then when I came home for Christmas, I flew home and back again, and then deployed the second time. And I never came home until I got out, and I just drove home.
Good times.
Yeah. And then the next time I flew was when I flew to see my grandson back in 2019. And then I didn't fly again until I started flying out here 2 years ago. Jesus criminy.
I know, right?
Like the flight to Paris Island, because it's, South Carolina, going from Atlanta to South Carolina, like literally you go up, as soon as you level off, you start descending again. And it was almost the same thing flying to Nebraska, because it's not that far. I mean, I was in the air for all of an hour and a half, I think. Flying out here, it's like 4 hours. Flying to Cali when I went to TwitchCon 2 years ago was 4.5, 5 hours. And it gets, and I would always leave early in the morning, or as early as I could in the morning. So I'd be really fucking tired, and I just kind of dozed the whole flight. And then the flight back, I couldn't, because I'd be leaving in after, noon or afternoon. The first time I flew out here, did I tell you what happened about my flight back from here?
I don't think so.
So I got to the airport, plenty of time, sitting at my gate, all this. I'm sitting there messing around with my laptop. They changed the gate on me, and I didn't hear them. So next thing I know, it's my boarding time, or it's like takeoff time. I looked at my watch, I'm like, fuck. And I look at the gate, there's no plane there. And I look at the screen, and it says, in little bitty letters like this big at the bottom, that my flight had been changed to another gate on the other side of the terminal. And I take off fucking running in time to see it already off the gangplank or the boarding ramp, and ready to go out towards the tarmac. So I go, and I'm like, I missed my flight. Here's what happened. They're like, okay. They gave me a replacement flight for that night. But that one was much later. I flew from there to Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I had like an hour and a half layover in Charlotte, and then home. So I didn't get home till like 10 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to be at work at 7. I texted my boss. I said, "Hey, boss, I missed my flight, and I'll be at work. I just might not get there till like noon." He's like, "Just take the day off." I didn't get because I texted him at night, and he was probably already in bed. So when I landed, I think in Charlotte at like 3 or 4 in the mornings when I got the text, or when I got in Atlanta, it's whatever time. I think I landed at 7 and told him I'd be at work at 10. But is when I got the text saying, "Just take the day off. You'll get some sleep." Okay.
Like when you play.
And it was funny because she was making jokes about me missing my flight, and so when I actually did, I texted her. I said, "So you're never gonna believe this." And she's like, "What?" "I missed my flight." She's like, "What?" And then so she called me and explained it to her. So she finished eating, took a quick shower, drove out, and we just sat on the top of the parking deck for like 4 or 5 hours until it was about time for me to go back through security and for my flight. But that was, I mean, she'd never flown. She still has never flown. So, but we were sitting on the parking deck and watching all these planes pull off from the boarding ramps and everything, the different terminals, and go out and take off and land and everything. And she had no idea how any of this worked. So I was like, "There's your control tower," which is actually statistically one of the most stressful jobs in the fucking world.
Yeah.
And you know, just talking to her about it and hanging out, and it was a good night.
It's good. It's kind of funny that you missed your flight.
Right. Well, and I've never had a flight change, or the flight change gates on me. So it is my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I think I had my earbuds in, listening to whatever, like I said, listen to the radio or the music or audiobook or something while I was messing on the laptop. And I was there for like 3 hours, and I finally looked down and like, "Oh fuck, what the?" And I'm looking around, and there's no planes. All the same people are still sitting in the same place that I noticed. So it's like, you know, I didn't notice anybody get up en masse and leave to go to another gate.
Right.
So it was like, but they're like, "Yeah, it happens." They don't say it very loud or whatever, and people miss it all the time. And I'm like, thank God, because I couldn't afford to buy a ticket.
It's still fun.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Oh, I'm tired. Or not really tired, just wore out.
Wore out.
Yeah, work kind of kicked my ass today.
Yeah.
They gave me all the faster installers. No drive out. I said, "Have fun." I said, "Okay."
I mean, I can only imagine, because I mean, I know you do QC. I know people who did it for like Carvana, which is completely different.
Yeah. And the fact that we're getting so close for our SIA shutdown. Next week is the last, I believe it's the last week.
No, Monday's the 22nd.
Yeah, next week is the last week.
No, it's the week after next week. Monday's the 22nd. SIA don't shut down until the 29th.
Yeah, so next week would be the week he's doing the work. The next week after is when they're shut down. That's
Well,
what,
SIA shuts down on the 29th. He'll probably still work
Yeah.
Oh.
the 29th, the 30th, the 1st, and the 2nd.
Oh, okay.
We got 3,000 cars to process.
Damn.
And the fact that today all we did was like 500. Not even making a dent. But they shut down today, our second shift for the plant. And you ain't gonna believe what happened.
Uh-oh.
If you've ever been into like an automotive plant before, they have like body frames and doors and stuff like that, and chains above with everybody.
Yeah.
Well, the part where they come out of body, they're done. They got painted. They're out of body, and they're about to get the trim pieces on.
Mm-hmm.
The chain broke. I say broke. 4 vehicles fell from the ceiling.
Damn. I mean,
Yeah.
keep in mind, I've been in automotive for like the better part of 20 years. No, I've never actually been in a plant, and I've been. Montgomery has one of Hyundai's main plants, but no, I've never been in one. So, yeah, I've only seen videos and shit. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but damn.
And hearing that though, because I worked in that area, well, not for SIA, but for my company, and the cars are close. Those cars are close to people.
Oh, I bet.
Close. Like you're right next to people, so nobody got hurt.
Thankfully.
But the repair is going to be extensive because it broke in such a way where the things that are still on that chain, they got to somehow release it so they can change that whole chain out.
Damn.
Yeah. So we're hoping that they are back up at Monday, because if not, if they have to cancel both shifts for Monday, that means that when they do get running, it's going to be 10 hours from them, and that means I'll probably work another 2-3 days.
Damn, dude.
So,
Like, I was
and
seeing.
that's when I'm also building the shed too, so it's going to be a fun couple weeks.
Right? I mean, that's the closest I've done. I've been in.
What?
What's up?
The cuts.
Did you tell Dad what the cuts are or whatever? The information he asked you for the last time we were there.
Oh, no, I wasn't able to send that to him yet. I was going to do it
He
this
asked
weekend.
about it yesterday.
Yeah, I was going to do that.
And I just remembered when he was talking about doing the shed.
Yeah, I just remembered too when I was talking. So no, I gotta just get the information that I have and resend it.
Sorry.
No, you're
We
good.
had a "Who shiny you? I forgot to do this a week ago" moment.
Right? Like
Well,
the. Go ahead.
Dad's paying for the shed.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he wanted me to do all the math, all the figuring, and all that, and what stages I'm gonna get sent. He's really just gonna have the lumber sent to me. All I gotta do is build it, put it together.
Yeah, so dad wants is paying for the permit for the build, and then I guess it's going to be a 16 by 12 shed in the back of our property.
No, wait, did we figure 12?
I thought you figured, well, including the eaves and everything, you said 16 by 12.
Yeah, it's gonna be
16 long and 12 wide.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what you said.
Yeah.
And I called 811 last week, and this week they finished staking it. I just have to go back in to the online ticket thingy and finalize it.
I gotcha.
Because they staked staked, marked lines, what have you.
Staked and painted.
Actually, I think they just used,
They just
flags,
use
but-
those
Okay.
metal flags, yeah.
But it wasn't like there was a whole bunch that had to be flagged. It was just, I think, just the
Buried cable,
fiber.
the fiber, the buried cable, and I think they marked something else in the back. I haven't got a chance to look at it yet.
A couple of weeks ago, we had to have that happen.
I think it deals with like the sewage line or whatever.
No. Sewage line and everything is up to the front, and they didn't mark that because it wasn't their responsibility.
No, I know that. There's something else they marked in the backpack, so I just gotta remember what the fuck that was.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, we had to have that happen at my house in Georgia because the sewage line got clogged. This has been a problem for a while. It's just normally I can fix it, or it's not even that I can fix it. I normally do fix it. Don't ask me how I do it, type thing, because I don't know. But the sewage line runs right under the tree in the front yard, so the roots were going in and clogging it. And the way the main access, because most houses have access out front, and it's supposed to go down to the road. Mine goes back up into the house for some fucking reason. So when I run one of those Roto-Rooter fuckers, long lines that have the thing at the end that spins.
Yeah.
It goes back up into the house instead of down the main line. And so I normally have to like take every toilet in the house off the thing, run it as best I can, and any other drain I can find that I can fit this motherfucker down to try to get it down. Rosie, go lay down. All you see is your tail wagging and me. Go lay down. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But somehow I eventually get it down there and broke free. The Ginger and her boyfriend couldn't do it. So they had somebody come in, cut down the tree, which I'm fine with. It needed to be trimmed or cut. I've been meaning to cut it down for years. And then somebody else came in, and then they also came and grinded up the stump, ground up, and which got most of the roots. Now, it didn't get where they think it was growing into the lines, because if we had the plumber come out and fix it, like it was going to cost them from, I think, $6,000 to $10,000.
Damn.
Yeah, depending on which option we took. And we're
Right.
like, and I mean, it still has to be fixed, but I have a friend of mine who's a contractor, a retired Marine Sergeant Major. He's done most of the work that I haven't done on the house. He's done it. Like the roofing. His brother has a roofing team. He had them do the roof when my mom's still in the house. But like the water heater he's put in, stuff like that. But I was gonna have him come out if he can do it, or his son can do it. I don't know, but I was gonna have him come out and replace that one section. But at least with the tree out of the way and the stump ground up, they can grab the roots and probably pull them free and get at least unclog it. And which it's happened. She said she came home one day and just it was working just fine. It took about a week, but she said because they had to leave that cap off of that access to keep an eye on it. So because with the cap on, everything would backflow into the house, but with the cap off, it'd backflow out in the front yard.
Right.
When it overflowed, so that kept it from happening in the house. Just one day it just worked all of a sudden, which is fucking phenomenal, but it still needs to be repaired. It's just that it works for now, which is great.
Right.
So what are y'all doing this weekend? Anything special?
Well, since Sunday is calling for rain all day.
Hello?
I'm gonna pull out one of my games that my dad made.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dice game. Bring that out, play some games, eat some food. Enjoy.
I got you.
Have Sunday do our running around and getting organized and shit like that. But
Yeah.
I figured Saturday we just relax, have a good meal, and chill.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on some stuff for this tomorrow or today or whatever,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I also gotta, tomorrow since it's nice, because I had to do a JB weld on a gas tank for my mower.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, I did really good. I'm not worried about that.
I mean, JB Weld's great stuff, especially for small engine.
Yeah, stuff's great. And I got a lot left too. So, gonna make sure that is all sealed up and that working right and get my mower running so I don't have to borrow the neighbors. But
The last time he mowed, he did it with the weed eater.
Damn. Mine, I got tired of it. Like, I had a riding lawnmower my mom and my stepdad had gotten, and I was mowing the backyard one time and the deck fell off. I just remember mowing and then boom, boom, boom. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look back and I see the deck, the thing that holds the blades, just sitting there. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I look to the sides and there's nothing there. And I'm like, well, fuck. I had a push mower. I am hell on small engines. I can fix a car. I can fix a truck. I can fix a diesel kind of, for the most part. I know enough to, get away with it. But a small engine, I will destroy one without even trying. And I'm just talking about from normal use, not even trying to repair it. Small engines I'm horrible with them.
I'm better with small engines than I am with big engines.
Like I've gone through, I don't know, my last push mower, every year I had to get it fixed because something went wrong with the carburetor. But that's the fucking bullshit fuel we have now too. All that ethanol they're putting in it's drying all the gaskets out and causing them to disintegrate. Because ethanol is an alcohol. Alcohol is a drying agent. It dries out your lines and all that. I mean, it's a good thing, but at the same time, most engines aren't really designed to, at least at that point, weren't designed to deal with it. Nowadays, it's fine.
Yeah.
But, 10 years ago, even though we've been using ethanol forever, most small engine companies still didn't make the adjustments in the hoses that they used that wouldn't dry out and the gaskets and stuff like that. But I got tired of paying $100, $200 every fucking year to get the fucking carburetor rebuilt. And I just started paying a guy. At first it was like $50 every time he did it, and he did it so well. He does it so well, because he still does it so well. He's underpaid. I've tried to pay him more and he won't take it. But like, he comes in, mows the front, mows the back, weed eats, blows everything away, picks up any trash in the yard. All of it. Like, and I'm like, dude, you should be charging like $100 easy. Especially the size of my backyard.
The fact that he's doing all of that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he went up in price like 2 years ago to like 62. Right? I'm like, okay. And my neighbor used them too. That's the only thing that frustrates me is my next door neighbor was using him first, and that's how I got in contact with him. But he rarely ever came over and did ours at the same time. It's like, dude, you're wasting gas.
Right.
It's like, because she would call him to say it needs to be done. I didn't know that. I just knew he would show up. But sometimes he would do mine and hers at the same time. But more often than not, he would do it on separate days. And I'm like, dude, what the hell? You're wasting fuel. And he's a super nice guy. Like, when I lost my job year before last, he was very patient. He still did the yard every couple of weeks. And I finally got him paid off before the end of this year for the last 2 years. I mean, I was still paying him when I could, but he was still doing it more than I could pay him because of the lack of job and what have you. But I finally got him paid off before the end of the 2025. And he was very patient and super nice guy, and he's doing it again. He's fine this year, and I'm not having to worry about it because I'm having Ginger and handle it now.
Gotcha.
But for the work he does at $65, $70 a visit every 2 to 3 weeks ain't nothing,
Yeah.
Right.
Better than any work I ever did, because I just mow it and be done with it. And I'll like spray some Roundup every so often to clean up the edging, or I might take a weed eater and edge it a little bit, but I wouldn't do it every time. He does it every time.
Same.
So, little Asian guy. I don't know where he's from. I know he's Asian. His name's Lee. Super nice guy. Does a fucking outstanding job.
Alright.
Yeah.
Other than hanging out with Hubs this weekend, I think I am going to re-dye my ponytail and then have Hubs shave my head.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking at it. It definitely needs a shave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing research because my dad sent me money. The money finally cleared Thursday night, or this morning, whatever. Got some groceries, but I'm gonna try to get my truck back on the road Monday. There's some disconnect because the people I talk to don't know what the fuck they're talking about at the DMV. But there's a 30-day and a 90-day temporary registration I can get since I just moved here.
Right.
And nobody knows how to do it. But, and then they're like, well, then I tell them I need to so I can make money, blah, blah, blah. so I can get it to pass, so I can fix it to pass emissions. And they're like, well, just go do this, that, and the other. I said, yeah, but all the things I have to do to get the waiver, because if you fail emission, do a certain repair or a certain amount of repair, and then fail emissions again, they'll give you a 1-year waiver and go ahead and just give you your registration. Problem is all that costs money I don't fucking have.
Right.
And I'm like, I need that 90-day so I can do that part. You know, I can at least get my truck back on the road for 30 to 90 days. I can DoorDash and make some money until I get a job and get caught up on everything, blah, blah, blah. So kiddo knows we might suffer with some minor things like, I don't know, the internet getting cut off, whatever. I mean, we got power, we got water. As long as those, and food, as long as that's taken care of, it will survive for a couple of weeks until I can get that back on the road, which hopefully I'll have back on the road Monday, honestly, by the end of Monday.
Gotcha.
And then I can just get everything caught up and be fine. But at least it's income. That's the thing.
Right.
And I can pay off some debts, and not have to get an Uber to go to court next month.
Right.
Because that's like $18 each time, and that I have to borrow from Ginger or something. But I still have roughly half what my dad gave me, because the power bill ate up a good chunk of it. Because trying to keep this house fucking livably cool
Right.
is expensive. I spend about $100 a week at least. I mean, it's also 108 degrees out here, you know.
Yeah, you're dealing with a lot more higher temps than I.
So trying to get the AC pumping where it's, because I can live with it about 74, 75, or even 76. Anything above that, it sucks. But if it has to be at least 72 or 73 for me to sleep.
I prefer to sleep at 65.
I mean, if I could, I prefer that, but it has to at least be 72 to 73. I'll wake up sweating otherwise. So, what's that?
The lowest I can handle is about 60.
Yeah, it's comfy right there.
Right?
Thank you.
That's comfy.
And even then, but the way I am, it can be 80 degrees in that bedroom and I'm still sleeping under a blanket.
See?
I mean, yeah.
So yeah, that's the main thing is the power. Like, we don't go through a lot of water. We do dishes every day and wash clothes about every 2 to 3 days. Shower every other day, at least every other day, I should say. I don't think there's any gas in this house. I think the bill I think of, which the city of Mesa, is actually just my trash. I don't think anything in this house is gas. If it is, it's the water heater, but I don't even think it's that. I need to go look. So I'm not worried about that. So if I can keep water on and I keep the power on, those are the two things I'm worried about. If I don't get the trash picked up for a month, we don't go through enough trash to worry about it for a fucking month.
Right.
And if I get my truck back, I can just, toss it at a dumpster when I'm making a delivery at a apartment complex. Keep power and water on, and we'll survive. You know what I mean? Because those and groceries are the important things. But I mean, as soon as I can actually do it, I can make $200 a day, which I'll be caught up with shit pretty quick at that point.
Right.
I mean, granted, a third of it goes in the gas tank. So we'll say $120 to $130 a day. But still, that's more than I'm doing right now.
Right.
But yeah, I mean,
Isn't Jack old enough to get a job yet?
he's 15.
Yeah, he's old enough to get a job.
Yeah, but the every place that he could work if he gets a job is at least a mile or more away.
Yeah.
And when he's 16, I'll expect it. Matter of fact, one of the things we're going to do when we're handling all this, because I still have to get my license changed over to here. is he's old enough to get his permit now. And we're going to get that at the get the permit, my license, and the registration all done at the same time.
There you go.
See, out here they have DMV, but most of the places are third-party companies, which I'm not used to. And because I have a CDL, I can't go to those third-party companies. So the closest one's like 45 minutes away that can do my CDL.
Gotcha.
And some of the places that can do CDLs, it's like $100 or $150, and I'm like, what the hell? But if I go directly to the actual DMV, it's like, yeah, $25. Okay. Because, you know, these third-party companies charge extra.
Right.
And there's one, like the Walgreens I walk through every night, there's one right there, but I just go there, ask them for information, you know, what do I need to do? And then I'm like, okay, thanks. And then I'm going to go to the actual one that's run by the county or the state. So.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully Monday or Tuesday, I'll have it back on the road, get my license updated, get him a permit, and go from there.
So what's left with the truck getting it back on the road?
You're trying to get this whole thing sorted out with that temporary 30 to 90 day temporary registration. But that's the thing, is nobody I talk to on the phone knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Right.
So I'm
I was
gonna go.
thinking that in a mechanical thing.
Oh, there's a lot, and that's a whole different matter. Like the part I have is new. It's a new part, but Ford diagnosed it like the day before I left to come here and said, "Oh no, it's a bad part," and it had been on there for a year, but it's got a lifetime warranty. The problem is the company I bought it from doesn't ship to Arizona anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
So they ship some stuff, but they have a disagreement with Arizona. I got that hub bearing I got near the end of last year, they shipped here. But I tried to get another one, like, no, we don't ship there anymore. Apparently Arizona says just because they have a warehouse here means they're headquartered here, so their taxes are higher. And they're like, no, we're headquartered in a whole different part of a country. You can have sales tax, that's fine, but you're not getting income tax or whatever it is. I don't know. But they say they owe like $1.8 billion. And it's Rock Auto is who it is. And Rock's like, no, we pay your taxes just like everybody else. We're not paying you any more for any bullshit. And I don't blame them. But at the same time, it's like,
Fuck.
well, and what I can have it sent to my house in Georgia, and it's not a very heavy part, so it's not going to cost a lot to have it shipped here, unlike a hub bearing, because hub bearings are fucking heavy, especially for my F-150. It's the intake, so that big plastic piece on the top of your engine, that piece. It won't cost much for Ginger to send it. Unlike a hub bearing, which weighs, it would cost more to ship it here than it would for me to buy it. So.
No, what, this right here?
No. I'll go back.
Well, okay, all this stuff right here is in his link tree.
I know what that is. I'm talking about bam, bam, bam.
Oh.
A lot of cool info. That's what I said.
What?
No, the chat has to do with his stream, but this stuff does not.
What's that?
I'm just admiring her screen setup.
Oh.
So,
Yeah, I'm assuming you're in Discord right now. Is that the
well,
Discord screen?
no, this is Twitch.
Oh, you're in the Twitch.
We're talking on Discord.
Gotcha. Well, I see you. No, because I forgot.
This is Discord.
Ah, yeah. Okay. No, my brain was not computing for a minute, Kain.
Okay.
I was figuring some shit out.
He usually watches Twitch on his cell phone, not on my PC.
Yeah. So like, I get a image of you on top,
Well,
things on the bottom, the buttons, and then the.
Cause you know how it is with mobile. What he's not used to is seeing streams on my PC. So he's like looking at my follow channels and live channels.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the extra stuff that's in there, yeah, on the browser.
Yeah.
Because I saw something a minute ago, she could have donated $6 or something.
No, I use my Prime sub for Kain.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't have any money right now.
Gotcha.
And he does the same thing.
Which I need to fix that because I owe Prime money to. I need to renew my Prime subscription. There we go.
Gotcha.
Don't forget, I just, you know, when I watch people stream, I'm always on my phone. So.
Oh no, you're good. I heard you talking about this, that, and the link tree, and I'm like, what, huh? Because I'm updating my link tree for other, well, here too, but because of the content I'm doing, like on TikTok and shit.
Right.
I,
Yes, I keep seeing weird shit pop up here.
Oh, that's Twitch subs.
I figured that out.
He
I
needs
figured-
29 more, and right now he's got 1, and that's me.
I know.
oh, it shows I have 2.
That keeps changing.
Right now it says 1 out of 30.
Oh, on mine. Well, on my, you know how you have your control panel. On mine it says 2,
Right.
but who knows at this point. But like I made a Amazon list that should be like near the top of my link tree of stuff that I could use, but it's not important. With the content I'm creating, like mixing bowls, measuring spoons, you know, nothing. I think the most expensive thing is $130, but those are things that I don't actually really super need. But if somebody wanted to buy it, I'm not going to complain type thing. But
Right.
the rest of it's like kitchen stuff that I wasn't able to bring out here. But because a lot of the content I'm going to be doing because of my health shit is going to be
Right.
cooking, it's stuff to help with that. And that, so and then of course all the links to different socials I got to figure out how to put the audiobook in there because the link I pick up doesn't work on Linktree for some reason. I got to get with AJ on that one. Have the book, I have the novel. I need to get the audiobook linked in there. So, but yeah, I've been updating a lot of stuff like the Discord. I need to still add in a channel for people to post videos for like reactions and such. I was looking at that before you jumped on, Ivy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, where it is right now is about where I think it needs to be. I had put too much shit in there after you had fixed it, and I added stuff, and then I was like, yeah, that's a lot. We can have all that stuff go to this one channel, and that's what I did 2 weeks ago.
Gotcha.
But still, like one for either, and it doesn't have to be comedy reacts, like stuff about modern. I'm not gonna say politics because I don't want to do politics as much as I can. I want to avoid that
Right.
one. But other things, business world or video games or stuff like that. I mean, we'll still discuss politics as neutral as possible, but anything
Right.
that could cause a discussion, not just ha ha ha
Right.
type videos, either YouTube, TikTok, whatever, can go in there for anybody that wants to see my opinion of a situation. We can post it there like throughout the week, and I'll react to them on whatever day when I figure out my new schedule on shit, you know?
Right.
Anywho, sorry. But just trying to update a lot of shit to be more more versatile in the content, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I have some of these different plugins I'm trying to figure out how to use, like Lumia Stream, because apparently, depending, I don't know if it'll work with the lights my main lights that I use, like back here and right there, which are from Newer. But if it's Elgato, which was the lights, the rope lights or whatever you want to call them, that I haven't put them up here. I might now that I've renewed the lease for another 11 months. It was cheaper to renew it for 11 months than it was for 12. It was $50. It was $50 a month cheaper. If I went month to month, it was like $2,300 and some change. If I did 12 months, it was like $1,900. If I did 11, it was $1,850.
Okay.
It was $50 cheaper. But anyway, I can control the lights with Lumia Stream, but also there somehow, and I got to figure it out. There's a plug-in to use where it can monitor my heart rate, and like say my heart jumps for like phasmophobia or something. Once I get that shit worked out, it can change the lighting depending on my heart rate,
Wait.
Oh.
which would be kind of cool for like in October for like horror games.
Two things.
Yes.
One, light with a heart rate, great. Second thing, you're getting into phasmophobia?
Oh, I've had it for years. I just haven't. I only played it a handful of times. I played it on one Halloween for several hours a couple of years ago, and then I played it Tuesday. The problem is the resources for my it's eating up most of the resources on my GPU, my graphics card. So when I try to stream, the stream lags, the game lags, and I can't do it. So I got to figure out how to reassociate some shit so I can stream it.
A lot of people had problems with that when they first started streaming with that.
It isn't just Faz though, because when I did several other games, it does it. So it's the computer itself and how it's got things allocated, and I've got to figure that out because, like, I mean, it was sitting at 97%, and then so I didn't have to stream meld. If I opened up my streaming app, it started bogging down. I didn't even have to have it streaming. As soon as the software opened, it started bogging down. So that was something else I'm going to work on this weekend, is trying to figure out all that. I do know they have it on platform, which I may do that, but it costs like $30, and I'm not financially where I can do that. And why do that when I already have it on PC?
Right.
Because I still need to figure it out for all the other games I have on PC that I can't play right now on stream. Because it does that with all of them. I'm just hoping I don't need a new GPU, because those, are several $1,000s. That's the most expensive part of a PC.
Right.
Thank you, Bitcoin. No, I'm serious. Back in 2020, people were buying up GPUs for those Bitcoin farms, the data farms for.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody could get one. So when like the 40 series, because I think I have a 3070, so when the 3080, 3090s came out, nobody could get them because everybody was buying them for these data farms for Bitcoin, and the prices never went down. Because you used to be able to get one for a couple $100. Now a decent one's almost $2,000. So hopefully I can figure out what's going on, reallocate some of the assets so that it won't eat so much for the game. And I'm like, my CPU is barely being used, so I think I need to figure out how to have more of the CPU used over the GPU. So my Pentium chip and what have you. And that will lower the draw on the GPU, and same thing with the streaming stuff. So once I get that all sorted, I can do more of that. But yeah, I wish y'all could have seen it, because me, Godardi, and two of her friends were playing Tuesday. And then near the end of the stream, one of their friends jumped off and started doing it on their VR headset. Because you can play, if you have it on PC, you can play it on the VR headset. And I died in I was the first one to die almost every time. And the other person died a handful of times with me. So what's funny is, like, at one point on like the second game, they came up to us before we went in the house or whatever it was, and started proposing, jokingly. And then that was the one where they died first. And then I died, and as soon as I finished dying, they're standing right in front of me, and I'm like, told you I'd see you on the other side, But me and them were the main ones that die. There was only like 2 or 3 games where I didn't die. And there was, they died about half the time. But yeah, it's a fun game. Like I said, I played it. So once I get that sorted out, I will stream that more, because Godardi streams that a lot. Rosie, look at this shit.
Wanted some pets and loves. Oh,
She
yeah.
loves you.
What?
I said she loves you.
I know she does. I need to take her outside and fucking brush her down. I brush her down so much. My backyard is covered in her fur from brushing her every night.
Not us. Our house is covered in fur.
I'll run if I get her right here mainly or on her tail, but right here or her tail, 3 or 4 strokes of that brush have to clean it because it's so much fur. I have to sweep my house every day from all the fur.
We ought to be, but I don't.
You know, and that's the one bad thing about having, you know, hardwood floors is all that shit's a lot more noticeable than if it was carpet. Because carpet traps it so it doesn't bundle up into clumps as much. Hardwood, you know, there's nothing to stop it, so they tend to get together and you have clumps everywhere.
Right.
And what I'll probably do is I'm going to brush her after this. I'm going to go out and smoke a cigarette and brush her. And then tomorrow or the Sunday, I'll probably put her in the shower and wash her, which will get a lot of that shit out again. But with it getting hotter and hotter, that's the problem, is she's shedding more and more because how hot it is out here.
Right.
On the upside, I don't know if you remember or knew, before I came here, she had this hot spot on her, right there at the base of her tail on her butt. That was, at one point, she had eaten away a lot of the hair. Well, it started to grow back. Well, it got bad again right before we moved. And, like, she had a spot that big.
Damn.
That was no hair. But as soon as we moved here, no problems. I was worried about it making it worse because of how dry it is.
Right.
But no, I mean, she got better almost immediately. Like, she barely, I mean, when I get her with the brush, you know, she likes it and everything. So, but she doesn't mess with it like she used to. So her fur is fine, which is thankfully, it's phenomenal, because if you heard her on streams where she would start whimpering, that's why, because she was sitting there gnawing away at it to the point she was bleeding. But yeah, I was worried about the dry air making it worse. No, it made it so much better.
I mean, dry air does cure some things about skin and hair.
Oh, I know. I was just worried about it being the other way around because of how dry it was. Like, I was showering with her, you know, cleaning her with Skin So Soft because a vet recommended that to help. And it did help, but not enough, because by the time I got that information, I was about to leave. So I couldn't do it every week like they said to do. I only had like 2 or 3 weeks before I got it in. It was like, okay, I did it once or twice. But I've gotten here. I'll bathe her like once every month or every other month. Try to do it every month, especially now with her shedding so much. And I still have, because I got 2 bottles of that shit, and I still have some. So I try to do it every month. At the first of the month, I'll bathe her with that stuff, and yeah, she's fine. So I mean, if no other reason, that's enough reason for me to stay here because of how much better she is here. But because of how hot it is and how heavy her coat is, she sheds all the fucking time.
Right.
Which, you know, was a problem with somebody at one point, back in December.
Yeah.
And I don't really have a vacuum, so I have to sweep it all. I have an electric mop, I guess, and it doesn't like picking up pet hair, which pissed me off because I was hoping it does okay, but I still try to sweep it every other day or 2, and I'll do that electric mop every week or 2.
Yeah, the only hair that clumps on our carpets is the cat hair.
See, and Tigger does shed a little bit, but not near as much as her. See, you know, you don't notice it. And you know, if you go to my bedroom and see pet hair on it, it's Tigger, not her, because she's not allowed in my bedroom anymore.
Tigger looks like a short hair, right?
Yeah, more or less. But
so
they still shed, just not as bad.
right, but no, what I'm saying is, Monster's kind of a short hair, but not really. But Kara and Shatton, they're both long hairs.
See.
Like, they're super fluffy. They have an undercoat and an outer coat, and they are constantly shedding.
See, almost every dog I've ever had has been short-haired dogs. My last dog was half Rottweiler, half Doberman.
Right.
So very short hair, the height of the Rottweiler, the build of a Doberman, but thought her personality almost. I mean, thought he was a big lap dog. Now, protective, very much so. From the day we brought Kiddo home, he slept next to Kiddo every night.
Yeah.
Before my mom's two dogs were a Jack Russell and a Min Pin. I mean, you can get wire hairs of the Jack Russell, but that's not what she had. My dog before that was a Blue Doberman. So I mean, my dad had a Australian Shepherd, which was very more hair, had more fur. But I didn't live with my dad, so I didn't see it as much. I didn't see that kind of shit as much. And my dad and my stepmother were very clean people. So I'm not used to this kind of shedding. And it was just, with it being an issue with that situation I was talking about.
Right.
I understand it. I'm not used to it. So I wasn't used to cleaning up on it that much.
Right.
And so now I make an asserted effort even now to do it, sweep at least once a week. But I try to do it more. Like I'll sweep, if I see a clump, I'll grab the broom and sweep it up real quick.
Right.
But I try to take her out. She goes out with me every time I smoke, so I try to sit there and I'll brush her when I'm out there, just to help keep it down, because I know it's got to be hot for her.
Right. Noah's go everywhere, especially on her bed. So like, I finally went and got her crib sheets.
Yeah.
Got crib sheets to go on her, because they fit perfectly over her bed. And within one night of sleeping on it, it's a blue sheet. Now it's blue and white. and it's furry. Our clothes, the cat hair doesn't stick, but the dog hair sure as hell does.
I showed up to work today or yesterday, and I didn't realize it because I was cuddling in her.
Yeah.
Before I went. Just got off in the truck, went to work. Okay, get to work. I eat. I sit down. I eat, and I do that. I start working after I clock in, and I just happened to. We had a break, and I happened to look down, and the blue jean kind of like work pants just covered. It looked like I rolled through a bed of feathers. And I looked down, I was like, how long have I been working like this?
Okay.
And nobody said, get.
Look at this. Look at the base of this chair here. Hang on. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me.
Nope, I see your desk. Now I see it. Okay.
See all that fur around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the fur that has accumulated towards it. The chair itself is covered in it because she sits there. I'm trying to break her of getting in furniture on the furniture because of how much she sheds. And I haven't got new furniture. Once I get my VA shit sorted out, I'm gonna get new furniture. But I want to break her of that beforehand. She has her own bed. She'll lay in it most of the time. But I'm gonna have to, and I need to do this tomorrow. Grab some fucking Gorilla Glue duct tape because it's gonna be better than trying to use a lint roller, and just get all the fur off the furniture again.
Right.
Give me a second. I'm trying to find something.
That's what I smell.
That's thinking.
Yeah, he's trying to find something. He's concentrating.
Yeah, I was waiting for all that.
You can smell it all the way over here in Indiana.
Right? Me thinking is changing all the air pressure, which is causing your storms.
Yeah.
I've got coworkers that are in Utah and Arizona, and all the rain that we've been having here in Indiana, Iowa, Carolinas, what have you. I said, listen, if I had the ability to push it over the Rockies, I'd give it all to you. We've had storm this last week came with a tornado watch. Of course, there was the one.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that tornado? I know we were talking on the phone when it
You
came
did the next
through.
day. You sent me a message saying came over the house.
Yeah, mom seen it. She watched it go over the house. So it was like fully formed, but it hadn't touched down yet.
So,
Does your dog
Oh,
really
God,
enjoy sleeping?
stop it.
Oh no?
That's incorrect.
Okay, so what's the
That
correct?
storm that hit that you're talking about,
Yeah.
we had 4 touchdown.
I know, but the one that went over the house, it was
Yeah.
swirling,
Yeah, that
but
one.
it hadn't touched down. It
Yeah.
didn't pick nothing up.
That one actually touched down 20 miles away from us.
There's the bed that Rosie has.
Oh yeah, we have one of those.
And actually, her and Tigger will lay down there together.
Yeah.
I want to get another one to keep in here for them.
So we have a great. Nova came to us with a great big bed like that, and it sits in our living room, and she lays in it on occasion. And then a lot of the times, I'll lay down on the bed, and she'll lay behind my knees. I'll lay on the floor and nap with her, or what have you, like that. Or I'll nap on the couch, and she'll get up on the couch, and she lays right behind my knees. Keeps me from tossing and turning. Then we have a second one that we bought for her when she got down here. We went to PetSmart and spent a couple $100, and that one fits in her crate because she's crate trained.
Mm-hmm.
And so she sleeps in her crate at night. We don't close the door every night. Lately, we've just been doing it on the weekends because I do have a tendency to sleep in a little bit to like 10 or 11.
And see, I used to do that with Rosie when we first got her. As I'd crate her at night or during the day when I was gone from the house. Well, once she was fully housebroken, I didn't worry about it anymore.
Nova's fully housebroken. However, if she has to go more than 8 hours without getting outside, which happens a lot on the weekends, she will have an accident and it happens all over the kitchen floor. So on the weekends, when I have a tendency to stay up later and then sleep in,
Mm-hmm.
we just shut the door on the weekends. But during the week, because I'm getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and she's going out for a walk at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. So
Then,
I
you
get
know.
home and I immediately I'll put my stuff away in my cooler real
Mhm.
quick before. Or sometimes if she doesn't act like she's noticed me yet, I'll make my lunch for the next day real quick. And I'll like go to her crate like. I mean, sometimes she prefers me to hug her first, but then, you know, we'll go for like a 3 block walk.
Yeah. Can y'all give me 1 second? I'll be right back, all right?
Thanks for the warning.
Uh-huh.
Since you're on the outside, will you take a picture of the bag for the sticks and for the roasters on the Nova's treats on top of the crate,
Okay.
and then send them to me so that I can send them to Kain? I said Rosie needs treats,
You want
and
the
he
sticks and the steaks.
the sticks and then the roasters or whatever that big blue buffalo bag is. Those seem to be her 2 favorite. Yeah, 'cause she thinks she's gonna get some.
What's that?
I'm having Hubs take those pictures and send them to me so I can send them to you. And she's not happy about him touching the bags because she thinks she's gonna get some.
Oh, okay. Oh, the treats.
Yeah.
See, remember I was telling you earlier about the Amazon list?
Mm-hmm.
This is all it is. It's nothing, like I said, major. Until you get to right there. And like, this is shit I want to buy and I will get eventually, but it's on there because it's part of the for what I'm doing. But the main stuff is this kind of shit. $8, $12, $30, $30, $30, $30, $15, $30.
The two So I have a bunch of different lists, and they're pretty much all private. But I have a kitchen list, and the most expensive stuff on it is a new pan set, and it's like 130, 150, something like that.
I got a cheap one from Walmart and it does fine. The biggest pan warped like as soon as I got it. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a new one. But I mean, this is shit I just don't have and could really fucking use type thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's just a blood pressure cuff, not a big deal. That's a scale, not a big deal. That's a mic arm that I really have been trying to get a hold of. Like it's been on fucking. Somebody at Facebook Marketplace has had it for sale for like 4 months, and I was supposed to get it back in February, the week of the incident.
Right.
And now it's still showing for sale, and he keeps seeing my messages, but he won't respond to me, and he just wants $50, and I'm like, I will just come on, dude. I mean, I'm sure there's other things that probably need to go on there. That's just what I have now, and I will check shit off as I get it myself.
So, I have like several different lists. I've got one that's all books for mainly stuff for my Kindle that I don't even use anymore. Then I have all my kitchen stuff. I have all of my Nova stuff. I have all of my office stuff.
Oh, I
And
have.
I have all of my streaming stuff.
I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Some of these I could probably delete at this point, but 14 lists. 2 of them are actually I'm a collaborator with my girlfriend, and I'm not going to show. Well, one of them I'm not. I wouldn't. But like this is that one. Let me see what's on here. Oh, that's nothing major. I need to get rid of that one. I already have that. 3D printing stuff for me, which I already have. That's my shopping list. Never mind. This is the one I send to my dad every year. You know, for Christmas. You know, when he asks what I want for Christmas. That's one my girlfriend made for like if I started getting bigger, where I started doing like giveaways and shit. And I'm like, yeah, most of the time when people do that, it's because they had shit donated to them. But like, a lot of the same shit I already had on that list, but some less necessary.
So I have 13 different lists. I've got my TNBC, shelves, office, Nova, stuff for Hubs, survival gear for him that we're still working on. Stuff for the house, Halloween, garden stuff, gaming stuff. My favorite reorders, clothes, books, and I don't know what this one is. There's nothing in it.
See, like, this is games and movies, which I need to go through and probably get rid of some of these.
Or Amazon's list.
Uh,
Like one of the garden things that I have is I want a Gothic style wrought iron fence.
yeah.
But they have the ones that you just stick into the ground.
Oh, okay.
And so I want to portion off like part of our front yard where we have a tree at, strictly so that Nova can hang outside by herself. Because the chances of her jumping a 3-foot fence is slim.
Yeah.
And she won't go through it either, you know?
Yeah.
But it will allow her to hang out outside when it's nice out while I'm working.
Yeah. See, and that's one thing I do miss about Georgia is how big my backyard was. Because, you know, here it's fucking tiny.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, ours here is too. Our property is only 80 feet by 40 feet.
That sounds about right here, because they build these houses all so close together. And, you know, instead of fences, though, they have walls, for one. And, you know, they have a 7-foot wall all around the backyard.
Sorry, he hit his not so funny bone earlier.
Eesh.
Yeah, well, not only did I hit it on the fucking wall,
You, like,
I just,
dragged it.
Ew.
Well, every time I put my elbow down, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I asked her to look.
There's nothing there.
Just raw skin. It's alright. Be alright. There's some dirt on it, right?
Yep.
Shit.
What? Oh. I
You
don't know
guys
if
can't
it's
hear
there.
it, but I can, man.
I have selective hearing. Didn't you know that?
Oh my god. That.
But so yeah, I hadn't even announced it because with that list yet. I just started working on it a couple of days ago. But I'm still trying to because I'm putting and I've told you this, a bunch of recipes together that I'm gonna start that other creators have made or evaluated, see what I think of them, if I'll eat them or what I would do to adjust it to where I would eat it,
Right.
and keep it in my health goals.
Right.
Because I mean, right now I'm pretty much consistently staying around 1,500 to 2,000 calories a day.
I stopped counting.
Samsung has a great thing called Samsung Health on most of their phones.
I have it.
I know, and I'm just yesterday I did a total of 2144 with 181 fucking grams of protein, and that's right where I want to be. I try to keep it below 2,000, and for the last month I was keeping it right around 15 to 1,600, but that's still really low for the amount of exercise or activity I do. I mean,
Right.
somebody my size and age, I spend about 3,000 calories just existing. My watch can track roughly how much I use when I do my workouts and when I walk, and when I do on a workout day and I walk right after, I spend about 2,000 calories plus whatever I spend for the rest of the day. So, and
I
I'm
need
just
something to monitor my shit too.
what's that?
I want to get
So
you.
I want something that monitors because I'm been curious. Like I know I ingest a lot of fucking food in a day.
So
My beverage-
you have a Samsung, right? You can go into Samsung Health.
Well, yeah, no, but
Yeah,
the thing of it is he can't carry his cell phone on him when he's at work. I want to get him like the Aura Ring or the Ringcon or something like that.
Yeah.
But because it's like anywhere from $300 to $500, I'm trying to wait until I've got my HSA balance up to 2,000 or a little bit higher, and then I'm gonna get him the ring.
Yeah, see, I got the Samsung watch because I had one before and I liked it, and it crapped out on me a couple years ago. So when I got that job last year with the pest control company, and I was doing all that walking at that point, I ordered a new one. But I ordered it straight from Samsung because Samsung apparently, I didn't know this when I did it. They had it on sale though, but they also give monstrous discounts to veterans. So I can log in and do a verification, the same verification that the VA uses when I log in with them, and they have me listed as a veteran, and I get 30% off almost everything. But
Okay, so what I'm hearing is the next time I want to order something from Samsung, I need to send you the money and have
Yes.
you order it.
yes, well, I mean,
Hey, buddy, old pal.
So when I bought Hub's phone from Samsung, because he really needed one before I did, they had a sale on the Samsung Fit watch,
yeah,
and for $30. So that's what I got for me. But he can't wear watches at work.
Anything I can a watch that I can receive a phone call or a text on, I cannot wear at work.
yeah,
However,
those functions turned on, he still can't wear it to work.
Why?
But if I get him the ring, why?
Oh, because yeah, I remember people are driving cars around.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
So much moving parts. People are working on cars. People are like having cars on lifts.
Oh, I get it. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing though about the watches. I know of a lot of motherfucking people that do it and wear phones that do connect, and they don't say shit.
Yeah.
I'm the individual that when I'm given a set rule, and I have to follow to do a job or a task or anything like that, I will always follow that rule. And day one, they made me sign a paper saying no cell phone, no phone. You can break, yeah, but not when you work.
Like,
So ever since, like when I became a lead for the first time, oh my god, I had to get told so many times.
I can't have a watch like that. I can't read it.
well, I mean, but it looks that way, but it's digital, so you can change the readouts. This looks like it's an analog, and it's not. It's digital.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I know a person that has one of those.
This is.
That's neat.
Yeah.
It just looks analog. It's not. It's a digital watch. So you
One
can.
of those, one of my leads that works closely with the plant where it has one of those.
Like, this is the one I think I have, if I'm not mistaken. And hang on, I'll go grab it so I could show the camera. Give me a second.
Okay.
When I sat down to leave, if you would be,
Mm-hmm.
I went to his installs. It was so great. First before leave, oh my god, I got trolled so many fucking times. You're yourself in the
And that's the face I have on it, because you can download different faces for it.
Gotcha. So it's just like my Fit. I can do the same thing.
Yeah, and the good thing is like, if like this will monitor my sleep.
Yeah.
And record it on the Samsung Health. If I have Samsung Health open while I sleep, it listens for my snoring to see how much I snore.
Yep. That's what mine does too.
But like, and I went bougie when I did, because the last one I didn't have this option, and even if it did, my phone company didn't support it at the time. But this one is supported by my phone company now, so I can make calls directly from my watch, even if my phone's nowhere nearby, as long as I have signal.
The only thing I've noticed with my Fit is if my phone gets too far away, like if I go for a walk and forget to grab my phone, it disconnects. It's too far away. But
Well, mine will disconnect too, but I could still make phone calls or receive text, stuff like that.
yeah, I think I still get notifications. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. The only thing, the text notifications drive me nuts. I won't use it to answer the phone. I like it because of I can shut my alarms off on my wrist. But it does the same. It tracks my steps, my oxygen level, my blood pressure, or my beats per minute, the snoring, it tracks my sleep, and all that stuff like that, which with right now and the sleep issues I've been having, the insomnia issues, is a huge help.
So, real quick, okay?
Yep.
A minute ago, I had these pulled up. That was $2,000 before I logged in.
Down to 1,300.
Yep. Yeah, they love veterans apparently. So the 30 some odd or whatever size monitor I have right now, I paid $150 for. Yeah, that
I've
one.
only paid like 200 for my 55.
Yeah, but this is the gaming monitor, you know,
Right, I know.
because I believe this is no, it's this one right here. But yeah. So, but yeah, I've come to heavily rely on Amazon Health and
Right.
the scale and that blood pressure cuff that was on my wish list
Yeah.
integrate, so it will, if I weigh myself, because it'll weigh me, it'll do a measurement of my body fat and all that good stuff, and it'll automatically report to Amazon Health
Gotcha.
to update all that shit for me. Right there. It keeps putting it back in the, that's not the, I put it in order so it'll go from like stuff I need to the least need.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I have this, or I had one from this company back in Georgia. It just wasn't Wi-Fi or anything, and I still like it. But I mean, it's almost the same price if I'm gonna get another one, right? But yeah, so it connects to the phone, so it'll automatically update all the information right here.
Okay.
Because the thing people need to understand is I'm not aiming for a weight goal, because weight is the wrong metric for me.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, I want to lose weight, but it's fat, obviously. So if I still am, like when I first stated it, I wanted to go back to 180 pounds. I really don't care about the 180 pounds. If I stay around 200, but I lose the 4 inches on my waist that I don't like,
Mm-hmm.
that just means I lost the fat but kept muscle,
Muscle.
you know,
Okay.
and that's actually more what I'm after. Well, I don't want to be fucking get huge or anything. I don't want to lose muscle. I want to be more capable, like I was back when I was in the Marine Corps.
Right.
I'm not looking to be 100% like I was back then, but if I can get back to 80%, I'll be fucking happy.
Just so you know,
Mm-hmm.
or for anybody who's listening, those scales like that are HSA and FSA eligible, but you have to have a letter of medical necessity.
Yeah, see, I did not know that. See, the one I have, let me see if I can find it.
The super important thing that people need to know is websites will tell you if something is FSA or HSA eligible.
Mm-hmm.
They will not tell you if a letter of medical necessity is required in order for it to be eligible.
Oh, okay.
So they're not, and the companies are not like Amazon. They are not required to tell you whether
No.
the LOMN is a requirement or not. And the eligibility lists that are available through your website, through the administrator that handles your accounts,
Mm-hmm.
is not a full list. It just kind of hits the major shit.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of weight loss projects, a lot of weight loss products are now HSA and FSA eligible. However, if they're for, like, specifically for weight loss, you almost have to have a letter from your doctor stating.
I gotcha.
Except for the GLP-1. Now, if you can get that on prescription, you don't need an LOMN.
Really?
Yeah. I learned so much.
And see, I should know that from my previous job, but I never had to encounter that kind of stuff. This is the one I had back in Georgia,
You have no idea how proud I was just to listen to all that.
right?
Ask.
But see,
If it has anything to do, if anybody has any questions about eligibility for their health savings account, flexible spending account, dependent care flexible spending account, or their health reimbursement arrangement account, I could probably answer those general questions.
The thing is can I use it on Amazon?
Yes.
Yes.
However, I don't know about this with all administrators, but I know with ours, for via benefits accounts,
Yeah.
that there's an issue with Amazon not putting the correct merchant code with their transactions. A lot of times, if you try to run your HSA card and it doesn't go through,
Mm-hmm.
you need to pay out of pocket for it
And then they'll reimburse you.
and then get reimbursed.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, technically, you could reimburse yourself the cost of the object and then just pay cash for it, but, and then upload your documents afterwards. But, yeah, if the card does not work at Amazon where it ought to, with us, the issue has been either the overall cost, there's a mix of eligible items and non-eligible items, or it's a mix of eligible items plus items that are eligible but require an LMN.
Mm-hmm.
And so I tell the people that I talk to or chat with to either break the orders down, like a big order of lots of different things, into smaller orders for $100 or less, or pay out of pocket and then get reimbursed from your account.
You're awesome.
I know way too much.
Yeah, you're just awesome. Saving people money. Great trade.
The thing I wish I could tell people, and I'm not allowed to do it unless they bring it up.
You're gonna do it on a live stream?
Yep, I'll do it on live stream.
Because she's not working. They can't hold her for that.
Huh?
I say because you're not working, they can't hold it against you.
Loophole.
Well, the only thing they could hold against me is if I name the company, which I kind of already did, but as long as I don't do it again.
Yeah.
Because they have social media rules and shit like that.
Oh, I get it. Most companies do.
But the biggest thing that bugs me is people will have an HSA and they'll put the pre-tax money into it and then immediately take it back out again.
Really?
Yes. And to me, it's like, I get it. Because it's a pre-tax deduction, you're not paying it lowers your overall gross, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole purpose of an HSA is to save the money for, future use.
Yeah, I know.
And so I'll see these people and they'll maybe it's only $20 a week or $20 a paycheck or $100 a paycheck or whatever it is, but then they're immediately taking it all right back out again. It's like, do you not understand the purpose of a savings account? Save it, invest it. I have investments now. I have two sets. I have one directly through my HSA, and then I have one through my HSA, but it's a Charles Schwab. So I have mutual funds, and then I own partial shares in 5 different companies.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, kiddo.
Hey, get up.
Don't look at me in that tone of voice. You look like you're asleep. You look like you're asleep.
No, I wasn't.
Oh wait, no, I can't see his face.
You're just standing in the light like you're farming oil.
His face is. There we go.
Why you look so angry?
Because I told him I'd only be doing this for like an hour, and it's been 2.
It's because we're talking. He'll get over it. Love you, kiddo.
What?
You need to push your hair back. The only person I know whose hair is that long or like falls in front of their face like that is Caleb.
Yeah. And Devin, well, actually, no, he's been trimming them now. He's in the anime.
I haven't seen Devin in a couple of years.
Yeah, he's a little scrapper.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
I mean, I think he just won his first match.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. My, for you, Kain, my, nephew joined MMA.
Oh yeah.
He joined it last year, about midway, and, yeah, I just won his first match.
Congratulations, out fucking standing.
Yeah.
Once I get back into the shape I'm looking for, I'll probably look to do that because I've never been good at ground fighting. But more just to learn and exercise because, you know, with my back and neck, getting thrown around ain't the best idea.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you like I told him. You keep doing that, I'm gonna do me.
I mean, I've been in martial arts since I was 4 years old, but the closest I've ever done is McMap, which is what they teach in the Marine Corps, which is some MMA style like stuff, and Hapkido, which is kind of like a mix between Taekwondo and Judo.
Yep.
Because Korea has two different main martial arts, Taekwondo and Hapkido, and depending on who was in control of the country, because you know at one point China controlled Korea and at one point Japan did, is where it came from. Because Hapkido is more Chinese based, while Hapkido is Japanese.
Yep. Worked that out in Hitman.
So, but I wouldn't mind going to an MMA gym, which there's one down the street. I mean, I could walk there in like 20 minutes. But I want to get in the shape, somewhere near what my target shape is, because my body could at least handle the instruction better. Even though I may not get thrown around or do anything major, I could at least participate, learn, and what have you, without fucking breaking my back or whatever, you know?
Yeah, I want to do that, but I'm already injured enough. Yeah, I won't last. Not with all my broken shit. Which I gotta stop sitting like that.
Anyway, it's almost 3 o'clock for me, so that means it's almost 6 o'clock for you guys. Huh? Yep.
Quarter two.
I'm going to go ahead and end this this live stream. We can keep talking if you want. I don't know how much longer y'all want to be up.
Wow.
But I'm gonna move the I'm gonna move the Discord chat to my phone so I can go outside and everything.
Okay.
Everybody else that's come in here and listened to us yammer away, thank you, and I will see you next time. Maybe Monday, maybe tonight. I don't know. We will see. Good night, everyone.